Do you think they felt the effects of the battle just now? Let's go ask around. Natasha! Oleg! Hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news?
You bet. You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength and then... maybe he should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
Guardian sudah korbankan dirinya untuk menyegel Stellakon.
We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
Kokolia, in order to save Belobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
Benar kemenangan itu diperoleh dengan tidak mudah.
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right. What about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Kokolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian? She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Donhung, and you, can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope.
Dengan senang hati, aku tidak sabar lagi melihat ekspresi gembira mereka.
Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Mari kita mulai dengan Hook and the Moles.
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly, this should be Wildfire's final mission. Those kids better not have taken advantage of the chaos to go on an expedition. Hook does always talk about wanting to go on a Rivet Town adventure. Ugh, this could be bad.
When do we go home, Gran? $48, $49, $50. Ready or not, here I come.
Julian? Quick, let's go see! Found you! You ran all the way out here just to play hide and seek? It's too dangerous.
Miss March, didn't you go back to the surface?
Since when did I become Miss March? And where's Hook and the others? Come on, call them over.
We just started playing. Can't we finish this round first?
Kalau begitu biar aku yang tangkap. Keluarkan pemain agar mereka keluar.
Great idea. Shame we don't have any.
Well, We better go and find them.
Actually, I sort of want to go play on the swings for a while. I'll leave the seeking to you guys. Actually...
Aha! Gotcha! Huh? Grown-ups? Where's Julian? So he is a scaredy cat. I knew he'd get someone else to talk to me.
Itu bisa menjelaskan maksud mau main ayunan sebentar.
You should be happy it's us and not Natasha. If she had found you, you'd be in big trouble already. I guess so. Anyway, I'm gonna go find Julian. Hook! Got you again! Huh? What the heck are you guys doing here? Oh, wait till I get my hands on Julian, that traitor! Where's his integrity? What about your integrity, huh? You brought the other kids out here to Rivet Town, didn't you? I did not! The moles hold a vote on all our expedition destinations.
Kumpulkan anak buahmu, Hook. Kami punya kabar baik.
Fine, I will. But it better be exciting. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go and find Julian. Hide and seek update. Astral Express Crew 2, the Mole 0. Celebrate while you can. Hide and seek is best of 5, you know. Anyway, enough about hide and seek. You came all this way to tell the mole something, so spit it out. Do you want to do the honors?
Beritahu the moles tentang kemenangan.
Aww. Oh. Uh-huh. What's wrong? Why aren't you saying anything? Hook. Julian.
Apa Sita kamu menakutkan? Aku tidak menyangka reaksi ini.
Hey! Wipe your tears, Julian! You're second in command. No crying in front of grown-ups. You three, listen up. Starting from today, you are the mole's #1 rivals! Rivals? Why the heck are we rivals now? What are you talking about? Hook and Julian always wanted to defeat the villains on the surface and take back our homeland. But it sounds like you grown-ups just stole their thunder, so... You think we're gonna accept defeat just like that? One day, the moles will be the heroes of the underworld and the overworld. Then everyone will sit and...
Terberak-berak.
Sit up and take notice, right? Yeah! Sit Get up and take notice! I would have figured it out myself. I didn't need you to remind me. So that's why you were so silent. If you want to be as awesome as us, you better start training every day.
And start listening to Natasha.
Training every day? Listening to the old witch? Will that really make us as awesome as you guys? In that case, deal! Julie and Alina, let's run back to the town. Training starts today.
Yes, boss. Understood. Alina, I can give you a piggyback if you can't make it.
Kami akan segera kembali. Ada yang bisa kita lakukan tidak?
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet. There I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
Kita sudah pernah berjanji. Kita sudah berusaha keras sekarang biarkan waktu yang membebaskan sisanya.
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Branya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet.
Are you hurt? Oh, is everyone all right? Thanks for your help.
Mungkin lain kali kita bisa mengirim pesanku.
Sometimes face-to-face communication is more meaningful, don't you think? Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Branya doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of our battle with the Guardian?
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Outsiders. Friends of Clara.
Halo Perkins.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned. Can you take us to Clara?
Outsiders are friends of Clara. Follow me.
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables.
Lagi-lagi adal julukan ba ako?
There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability.
Tama-tama kamu ya. Ada senjata rahasia lain lagi tidak?
The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Branya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being. March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Kamu pasti bisa. Masunod pa natin yung tangan mo.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
Slayer ka sticker mo. Sticker? Kasi datang eh. Hehehe.
That's our Branya! Quick as a flash!
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it!
It's getting late. Where to now?
You made it. I thought you were about to miss out on a moment of history.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration, right?
Ako akan duduk di meja anak-anak. Ada ako makuwiwasan ni Uda ko.
I smell it too. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. Survival is no longer the top of the agenda. But for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be a new life altogether. Once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must strive to do better for the next generation. I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. This is a day to remember. We should welcome it with smiles. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement. Then when you're ready, let's go home.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life in those mines. Ah, it's you! The liberators of the underworld! You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece.
Kamu punya izin lisensinya? Apa benda ini aman?
Relax, relax. In all my 20 years on the job, there were only ever... Anyway, none of them were serious. So, ready to climb aboard?
Waktunya membawa anak-anak muda magbebas.
Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round. The cable car passenger service is about to restart.
Whoa!
Hey.
Look at the big blue ceiling!
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going. And let the day just pass me by.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
He's still on duty. Huh. He must have recovered quickly.
Let's go say hi!
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers! First time anyone's called us that on this planet!
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting anymore. Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment.
Kamu hanya melakukan tugasmu. Lain kali cek dulu dengan kakakmu sebelum menjebloskan orang ke penjara. Hah, nyesal kan? Sudah bosan dengan orang yang salah.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Lady Branya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Huh? That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough to...
Not really. But Lady Branya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. She wants the people to understand what happened. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find time to attend.
Excuse me. Are you Captain Oleg?
What? I didn't think anyone would still remember my name after all this time.
Of course we remember. Every young guard knows about your courageous exploits.
Oh? Which ones might they be? The time I finished off that rampaging prowler with just 3 bullets? Or when I defended the outpost from monsters for 6 days straight without food or water?
I haven't heard of either of them, actually. But I'd love to hear all about them.
Sure. In which case, I'll cut my walk short and tell you all the grisly details.
I don't know if you've ever had that feeling. When you stop and look back on the things you've done, and wonder at all the obstacles you've overcome, the strength you've displayed. And then you start to doubt yourself, and wonder if you've lost that drive. If if everything were to happen again, would you still stand strong?
Aku paham maksudmu.
You do? Oh, good. Oh, I mean, it's good to know someone in this world feels the same way as me. I haven't been able to sit back once over the past 10 years. A moment's negligence could have brought wildfire crashing down, and the underworld would have been beyond saving. Staying vigilant wasn't the issue. It was the not knowing whether I'd ever be able to let my guard down again. No matter what anyone says, I believe your arrival was the reward for my long vigil. Thank you, Trailblazer.
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there. Is the address starting soon?
Looks like it. Bronya hasn't arrived yet, though. Let's find somewhere to wait.
Wow! Did you see that, Clara? A super big steel monster just ran past!
I don't think that's a monster. Mr. Svarog's database has information about it. It's called... I can't remember.
Don't worry about the name. The important thing is I saw what it can do. It has a huge appetite and swallows people whole. And it just so happens to be the mole's next target. We'll defeat the Iron Monster and save the people in its tummy.
I don't think that's how it works.
Guards! Formation!
Whoa, this must be it.
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly. Please remain orderly.
People of Belobog, hear me! Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering, and in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret. The order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and Underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together. People of the Underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Yarilo 6, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog! Bronya, we're back!
March, Don Hung, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control.
Apa kamu sudah sembuh total?
Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother... she tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
That was some speech, Bronya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March.
Bagaimana membuat Yarilo bangkit lagi? Benar-benar nyata. Bohong atau tidak, itulah tugasmu sebagai pemimpin. Kadang orang pun mengalami kebaikan mereka.
I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Which means the Fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately.
Setelah kan benar-benar berbahaya, maaf kami pernah berjanji.
No need for apologies. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people.
Kami akan menemukan cara untuk membersihkan Fragmentum. Star Express akan berusaha keras untuk membantu.
In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Yarilo 6 will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say.
Dari angka 1 sampai 5, coba nilai perjalanan ini.
2.5.
What? That run of the mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share?
Biyakan ako tidak. Aku sudah bosan karena tidak ada musuh yang bisa dipukul. Aku sudah sabar dengan biyakan aku tidak.
Wait, what? No way! We're about to leave and I've hardly got any decent photos. Come on! Let's go back to the administrative district and hang out for a bit longer.
If you walk with your head down and your heart full of fear, your steps will grow heavier and your spirit will suffer. But if you find something to look up to and move forward with hope, then your steps will grow lighter. And if you should fall, you'll be on your feet before you know it. Thank you for teaching me this, Trailblazers.
Branya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for?
Forever. But in that scenario, they can't be considered human anymore.
Yikes, so serious. I was just curious. Here we are, Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Pela and Hook are here too. Let's make sure we get them in the background.
Mungkin kita bisa coba komposisi yang lebih bersih untuk yang satu ini. Kita bagus. Ayo kita tunjukkan fotonya pada mereka kalau sudah selesai.
Oh, so much ice! But it's warm here. Aren't you overworlders worried it'll melt?
Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomeral crystal.
Ah, Geomarrow! It's a shame Daddy isn't here. He'd find a buyer for it and sell it for big bucks.
How do I explain? This particular piece of geomarrow is definitely not for sale.
Lihat, aku sudah mengambil foto kalian.
A photo? What's that? Hook wants to see it!
I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission violates Belobog Public Security Ordinance number... Wait, that's a nice picture! And it's crystal clear.
Wow, photos are awesome! Can Hook have it? You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift from us. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Who's there? Didn't your parents tell you to knock before? It's you three. Come on in. I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big brother? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old.
Yung foto bersama. Apa kamu masih butuh asisten di workshop?
Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups. Anyway, for you guys, I do autographs for free.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses? Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Miss Serval. Big brother, March, Danhung. Thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it? Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
Come around and have a look.
Tidur.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Oh, Kafka.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, huh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No. I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kaski will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Dan Heng.
Morning! How did you sleep? I'm full of energy myself.
Sudah siap tumpong. Ako mimpikan 10.
You poor thing! I'll go check the lunar calendar. Today might be unlucky.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go.
Come around and have a look.
Here we are at last. It's sad to say goodbye.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the express.
Hey, I'm not that heartless, you know.
Tinggalkan Jerio dan kembali ke Express.
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Seela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Branya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Welcome home, you three.
Himiko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you.
Jadi penilaian misiku, kalau begitu apa lain kali aku boleh menunjukkan kuciak deh.
And miss out on a great adventure? I don't think you'd like that.
Get some rest on the Express. Eurilo 6 was not an easy ride. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier. Himiko and I agree.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is, soon.
That's right.
That's the path of the Nameless, I presume. Always on the road, always trailblazing. complaining, by the way. One adventure after another? That's exactly what I signed up for.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest, or stay here and make yourselves a cup of coffee, whichever you like.
I'll head back to my room then.
Aku nak punya kamar.
There I was thinking this guy would gradually open up.
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation, you must have a lot of unanswered questions, I suppose. While you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know if you want to ask about anything.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here. Where's our next stop? I can't wait!
The express crew tread upon the trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of others. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other can only be seen as the design of destiny. Thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have.
Ako ingin membahas tentang pertempuran Kokolia.
Sure. Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. I hope as an onlooker, I may provide some help.
Mengenai pet preservation.
Klapoth the Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Eon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the Fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, Kokolia, abandoned the path of preservation altogether. In contrast, you stood your ground and proved your faith in the Amber Lord. Judging by how the battle turned out, Klapoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take control of the Colossus.
Ako ingin berterima kasih untuk dukungan yang telah kamu berikan.
Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on Eurilo 6. Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express will always be behind you.
Sumber kekuatan Kokolia
is a Stellaron. There's no doubt about that. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. All the tragedies that came after can be traced to that point. On the flip side, we can't judge Kokolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees. Would we not question what we believed in?
Kita bahas hal lain saja.
Sure, ask away. We've got plenty of time.
Apakah Eurilo masih bisa kembali ke arah semula?
Welt may be better equipped to answer that. But if you want my 2 cents, I'd say it's unlikely. I guess it's possible, but it would take a long time. I can tell from your report that the new Supreme Guardian of Belobog is a smart young lady with leadership qualities. What's more important is that she now understands her people after the journey with you. The firm and honest support she gets from people around her will also prove immensely useful. But fate likes to play tricks on people. Even if during their lifetime they manage to make Eurilo 6 prosper again to a certain degree, they will remain vulnerable and helpless to countless threats lurking in the recesses of the universe. We can only give them our best wishes from afar.
Bagaimana dengan kondisi Stellaron?
It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron. No one, not even Herda, has found a way to break its structure. The best we can do at this stage is to prevent its energy from overflowing. When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us for a brief period of time, allowing Welt and I to contain its power. That's about all we can do about a Stellaron. It may be suppressed for now, but it's only a matter of time before it regains power. But this brief window should allow the people on this planet to heal and rebuild.
Terima kasih untuk kesabaran mo, Himeko.
You're most welcome. Have some rest. You've earned it.
So, your first trailblazing expedition has concluded. How do you feel? Be it joy or pain, success or regret, it's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you as long as you tread on the trailblaze, and one day you'll grow used to them. It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it. I'd like to hear a fresh perspective myself. As talkative as Himeko is, we've pretty much run out of topics.
Apakah fragmentum dan kekuatan abadi akan menghilang?
I'm afraid not. As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on Eurilo 6 is more profound than we might think. I don't think Belobog's fight against the lingering effects of the Stellaron will end anytime soon. But the balance of power is tilting ever so slightly towards humanity, the crucial factor being the hope you brought about. As intangible as it may sound, don't underestimate hope, because the power it inspires has no limit. Like the Stellaron, it's a seed that may grow into something much bigger. But, in my opinion, the fruit that hope bears will have a much bigger impact than that of the Stellaron.
Ako sudah sampaikan pandangan mo tentang efek Stellaron ke buahnya.
Is that so? Well, I think you did the right thing. It's better to move forward with the burden of knowledge than to tread a perilous road with blind optimism. I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day. But they saved their planet time after time with wisdom and courage. This goes to show how much of a difference ordinary people can make. I hope Eurilo 6 sees that too.
Kalau ada kamu perjalanan akan terasa lebih santai.
I too wish to go with you, but Himeko insisted on letting you and your friends rise to the challenge. I'd been observing what's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. I was glad to see you three meet friends you could trust and overcome hardships. Well done. Himeko was calm from the very beginning. She kept telling me to trust you youngsters' decisions. And she was right. I really need to stop worrying so much.
Kita bisa sampai di sini dulu, ya?
Likewise. Get some sleep. We'll be heading off again soon.
Pom-Pom, we're back!
Shh! Checking Star Rail stability! Pom-Pom needs to focus!
Good to see you too.
Spatial readout! Back to the normal bracket! Star Rail stability keeps rising! 56%, 57%! The numbers have stabilized! Dispatch the Express! Oh! Welcome back to the Express! You've accomplished your Trailblaze mission. The Express appreciates your help.
Bagaimana dengan keadaan Express?
Thanks to you, the space fissure is healing up, and the Star Rail has become stable enough for us to dispatch the Express. As for the coaches. Pom-Pom's checked every nook and cranny and made sure everything's in good order.
Aduh, lupa bawa oleh-oleh.
Don't worry about it. Eurillo 6 probably doesn't have anything worth buying anyway. Plus, it's your first time on a Trailblaze mission, so Pom-Pom will let it slide this time. But don't forget, next time.
Kemana tujuan selanjutnya?
The destination will be announced at the navigation meeting. For now, get some rest and stay tuned.
Jus buah March.
Oh, Pom-Pom almost forgot. There you go. Careful not to spill it.
Thank you, conductor.
Konduktor, kapan kita berangkat?
Right away. To avoid encountering the anomalies again, the express will dispatch shortly and head to a more stable area. For your safety, please don't leave your seat until the express has reached cruising speed. Hello? Hello? It's about time we hit the road, passengers. Thanks to the 3 Trailblazers, the activity of the Fragmentum has reached the lowest level, and the readings regarding the status of the Star Rail have returned to normal. Pom-Pom will dispatch the Express shortly, and will be leaving Eurillo 6. Please be seated and say your goodbyes to this planet.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Yanqing,
Yes, General.
watch this person carefully. Do you remember me?
I remember. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Hold on. I'll be there soon.
Okay.
What did I tell you? He's definitely sleeping in. We trailblazers can go days without sleep. But when we do hit the hay, we have to make up for it. Anyway, no point wasting our time in the corridor. The conductor wants us to attend a warp navigation meeting. Same old location, apparently. And we can't be late. Let's head over. Oh, by the way, you drew the short straw. It's your turn to wash the coffee cups this week.
Okay. Pagsa. Plate. Plate pula. Well.
You're looking well.
Kamu ikut kami kali ini?
You better believe it. You guys really put on a show for Urilo 6. I'm eager to join in myself. I gotta say, there were more than a few times where I wanted to lend a hand, but Himiko said I should let you youngsters rise to the trailblazing challenges. You're looking well.
Apa kamu tahu di mana destinasi kita selanjutnya?
No, I know all right, but I can't tell you yet. Himiko wants to create a sense of mystery for you and March. You're looking well.
Dunia apa yang ingin kamu kunjungi?
That I want to go to? My home world, I suppose. Sadly, its location doesn't appear on the Express's astral chart records, at least the ones that are undamaged. In any case, I do want to see some other civilizations before I go home. It'd be a crime to waste this opportunity on the Express.
Did you receive the destination overview? Excited?
Himiko akan mengumumkan di rapat. Sudah.
You don't seem very excited. After all that cold and exhaustion on Urilo 6, you must be looking forward to the next planet.
Aku suka semua planet. Kapan kita bisa ke Pagana? Apakah pengenalan destinasi ini berguna setelah ribuan tahun berlalu?
There are some planets that haven't been affected by Stellarons. The Express moves at an incredible speed, but change is always faster. If you're ready, head over to the front of the train. The meeting is about to start. If you're ready, head over to the front of the
March.
See, it's like I said. If you wake up and Don Hung's not around, then you probably won't see him the rest of the day either.
Bukannya Himiko bilang kita tidak perlu cemas, tapi bilang misterius.
Yeah, I heard he did something incredible once and now some powerful force has his name on a wanted list. My guess is the Xianzhou Alliance or the Garden of Recollection. In any case, it can't be the corporation. I've seen their wanted list. I bet it is the Garden of Recollection. Didn't it seem like Dan Heng was super keen on talking to Herta? Everyone knows that Herta and the Garden of Recollection don't get along. They say the enemy of your enemy is your friend.
Okay. 4.
Morning. You're very punctual.
Selamat pagi yang indah untuk himay ko. Tepat waktu adalah kelebihan ko. Aku mau melaporkan Dan Heng.
No need to worry. Dan Heng's rarely late. I'm sure he must have a good reason. Dan Heng's situation is special. We hope to protect him to the best of our ability. The trailblazing of Eurilo 6 is drawn to a close, and the Astral Express must depart for the next planet.
Planet selanjutnya itu seperti apa? Maintis itu bilang pekerjaan yang sibuk ya.
The universe is boundless, and trailblazing never ends. Even a lifetime isn't enough to explore every world. That's the beauty of the unknown. The meeting will start soon.
Passengers, the work navigation meeting has officially begun. Firstly, Pom Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop. The Express is now able to continue along the Star Rail.
The 3 of us actually pulled it off, huh?
It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew.
Kafka.
It's Kafka. I came at a good time. You're all here. Every single one.
No need for the mysterious introduction, Stellaron Hunter.
Himiko, correct? Apologies for interrupting your little get-together, but I'm sure once you've heard my request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellaron Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead or alive. Do you know the figure?
Doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty is a compliment, not an insult, don't you think? The higher the figure, the bigger the compliment.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
In pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense, you Astral Expressers and I are cut from the same cloth.
You're in the wrong place, Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellaron Hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person, and we can continue our little discussion.
Have you guys heard of the Law Fu?
Oh, Law Fu, dibaca.
The Xianzhou Lawfu? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the Xianzhou Alliance. We've heard of it.
But what you haven't heard is that it's currently very close to you. A couple of warp jumps away, in fact. Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Lawfu.
Lawfu.
An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible. My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis, and clear our names.
Nothing to do with you? Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. You just happened to show up after the Stellaron burst? Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron hunter is innocent,
Kita ako sa mga Stella ako na narong Xianzhou. Mungkin kita bisa jual patamanan ke Stellaron hunter. Apa untungnya bagi kami?
No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle? We're the crew of the Astral Express, not some squad of Stellaron-stealing super specialists.
You could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later, the Star Rail here will be more blocked off than it was before. I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Luofu, the Stellaron will eventually contaminate the entire ship, and over half of the inhabitants will perish. Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers, you benevolent nameless. Can you really remain indifferent to that?
This companion of yours, Blade, he perished too, right?
No comment. Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
March, get Dan Heng.
Kafka? Ugh, Pom-Pom doesn't like her. She smells of danger. Still, a trailblazer should choose their goal and the road they take to get there themselves. That's the creed of the great Akivilli.
How could the mighty Xianzhou Alliance be breached by a Stellaron?
Bagaimana menurutmu Tuan Yang? Memang Xianzhou Alliance sekuat itu?
It's fair to say that it ranks highly among the known forces in the universe. The path of the hunt is narrow and doesn't stand out among the other paths, but the Alliance enjoys the direct blessing of the Aeon. The 6 great ships of the Xianzhou are like brothers in arms. Its power is much greater than those factions that simply draw their strength from the paths themselves. This is big. I'm coming with you this time.
What do you think about all this?
Kita harus pergi ke Xianzhou, kita tidak bisa pergi ke Xianzhou. Aku sih terserah.
I like the way you think.
Whoa, what are you doing here? I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman. It's way too much of a coincidence. A Stellaron hunter shows up at the site of a Stellaron burst that just happens to be occurring nearby? Does anyone really believe that? I'm so mad. She just hijacks our communications and then hangs up? So rude. You used to know her, right? Was she always like this?
Ako tidak ingat. Ia biasanya baik. Laki-laki ako sumasyakan masa lalu niya.
Taking things seriously all of a sudden? Oh yeah, I just spoke to Don Hung. Here's the deal. We've all got to vote against.
Bukannya Himeko yang memutuskan.
Trust me, she'll hold a democratic vote. One for you, one for me, one for Don Hung. 3 all together. We never go anywhere without a consensus.
Seems like the longer I spend in my room, the stranger things are when I emerge.
Kita mungkin harus ke Xianzhou Lufu.
March told me. If it were one of the other ships, it might have been okay. But I can't go to Lufu.
Jadi kamu punya masalah dengan Lufu? Kapal lain yang mana? Baiklah, terserah kamu.
The Alliance is made up of 6 ships. The Lufu is only one of them. There are also the Yaoqing, the Fanghu, the Zhuming, the Shuling, and the Yuchue. I remember the Xianzhou was a sight to behold. Good luck.
Are you okay, Don Hung? March brought you up to speed, I assume.
I'm fine. And yes, I'm up to speed.
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide our next move. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the Xianzhou Lufu, and that we're in the vicinity. If we head for the Lufu, we may have the chance to save many innocent lives. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends. Neither Welt nor I believe that she's telling us the truth, but we can't just ignore the intel she's given us. So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the Xianzhou. All those in favor, hold out your hand. All those against, keep your arms by your side. 3, 2, 1.
Siapa aku di mana aku? Apa yang aku lakukan?
Three against 2. Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for the Xianzhou.
Katanya kamu mau menentang.
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it turns out that woman isn't lying, then a lot of innocent people are gonna get hurt. Now's the time for thinking about other people.
Oh, kenapa kamu tiba-tiba jadi baik? Kenapa kamu tidak punya pendirian?
All right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
So, Don Hung, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
In that case, Welt, ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now, but make sure you take good care of the 2 of them.
Don't worry.
Destination Xianzhou, here we come!
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, besar. Kapal itu.
Whoa! So that's a Xianzhou ship? It looks even bigger than Eurilo 6!
For the Xianzhou, these ships are their planets.
Oh.
Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage into the unknown. The Xianzhou Alliance is one such civilization. I've only glimpsed it a few times, but it's as magnificent as I remember.
You okay there? What's with all the lonely nostalgia vibes?
This is the Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in Xianzhou territory. Requesting landing permission from ground control. From the bridge, I mean.
Welcome to Lawfu Skyport, Starskin. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer. Please wait transfer.
So, kanya ulang-ulang terus kerana seperti rekaman layanan pelanggan otomatis.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to the Xianzhou. A vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, like, loads of horror movies start?
Let's not let our imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat. Ah, there we go.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the Xianzhou Lafu, welcome, guests from afar. Please proceed to dock in accordance with the guidance.
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
We should get going. Himiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Dan Heng here with me.
Kamu tetap tinggal. Aku jadi nak mau pergi.
Come on! You were the most excited last time we got off the train.
Ya ke? Bukannya
Make
aku
sure
nolak
you're
ya?
properly prepared before you set off.
Kita ngomong dulu.
All this universe, and we just happened to bump into a Xianzhou ship that Dan Heng spent time on? Oh, that's gotta be fate. I wonder what Dan Heng's stories await us. That guy sure has a mysterious past. We gotta take this opportunity on the Luofu to dig into it.
Itu sih wajib. Berikan dia privasi deh. Tapi hal ini mungkin akan berbahaya.
I knew you'd be excited. Check out the master of gossip over here.
I wonder if she even remembers we've got a job to do down there.
Have a safe trip, you guys!
Yuk ikut Pom-Pom. Kamu pernah mengunjungi Xianzhou belum, Pom-Pom?
Never. Don't worry about me. I'm just happy you're enjoying the journey.
Pom Pom still seems a little sad.
This time you'll get the chance to witness Welt in action. I'm glad he's going with you.
Jadi Welt hebat ya. Dari awal aku sudah merasa kalau dia itu hebat, tenanglah. Aku akan menjaga dia dan March.
Much appreciated. This time you'll get the chance to witness. He doesn't talk much about his past. If you ask him, he'll just tell you about how he worked in animation. But that's only a small part of his story. Believe me when I say he has more experience than I do. This time you'll get the chance to... You could say he keeps his cards close to his chest. If you ask him, he'll just tell you about how he worked in animation. But that's only a small part of his story.
You need to take extra care on this expedition. I've compiled some intel on the Xianzhou for you. I hope it comes in useful.
The Express really does fly up in the sky. You must be really high up here. I feel like I'm dreaming. I know. Next time, I'll have to convince... I love it. Thank you for bringing me along.
Before we set off, I need to clarify the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider, and a lot to doubt. But the most important part of this expedition is...
Jijipigin mo tanan has mga narong tungo sa daera, Stellaron.
Precisely. The Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. However, knowing what they're all about, and given the focus of Kafka's words, I have no doubt that the Xianzhou is dealing with a Stellaron. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as trailblazers, we're not in this for fame or gain. We just need to do everything in our power to assist the Xianzhou and eliminate the source of disaster. Always keep that in mind, and don't forget the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, look! It's just containers as far as the eye can see. This area isn't for receiving guests, it's for unloading cargo. Who decided to send us this way? Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps.
Aku rasa justru malah akan lebih ngeri kalau kita melihat ada orang.
Stop talking. If there is someone here, they're in my bad books already. Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job, then we can ask them what happened here.
Kamu sangat tegas. Bagaimana kalau mereka tidak ramah dan sangat kuat?
Are you forgetting we've got Mr. Yang with us? Oh, right. You haven't seen what he can do yet.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.
Terjebak dalam mara. Yeah. Hey, hello.
Mr. Yang, someone's hurt.
Up ahead. You're hurt, son. Try not to talk. March, use your six-phased ice to stop the bleeding. Go easy. We don't want to add frostbite to his list of complaints.
I'm on it.
This area saw fierce fighting only recently. Let's keep searching. There might be other survivors.
Okay.
Up ahead. Please, leave me.
Huh? Oh.
There are wounded everywhere.
The silver lining is that, based on what we can see, no civilians were caught up in the battle. I'm guessing the Xianzhou must have evacuated the port immediately, leaving the soldiers to deal with the crisis. But as for these corroded monsters...
Up ahead. Please, leave me. Up ahead. Please.
Masih buka tuh.
Feeling lucky.
Careful. We've never seen this kind of life form before.
Awaiting orders, Mr. Yang.
Ayo.
Time to twirl!
Step up, let's see ya.
Time to twirl!
We're just having fun.
Time to twirl!
It's on me.
Honored to meet me.
More business, eh?
Time to twirl!
As if victory were ever in doubt.
Miss Tingyun, fall back! They're Mara struck. We've already lost them.
Hey, you there? We need your help. Thanks for saving Beauty from the beast. Pleasure. But are you thanking us or giving yourself a compliment?
For another beating?
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
Time to twirl!
More business, eh? Step up, let's...
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
What do you need?
We're just having fun.
Miss Tingyun, the Mara struck have been repelled, but there could be other dangers nearby. The situation is serious. Allow us to escort you back to the Skyfaring Commission. Immediately.
Calm down, I heard you. It'd be rude of me to depart without thanking our benefactors. My name is Tingyun. I'm the ambassador for the Lawfu Skyfaring Commission Merchant Guild. May I venture to know the illustrious names of my heroes?
Illustrious names? Sure. I'm March 7th. This is Mr. Yang. Oh, Mr. Welt Yang. And this is...
Ako si Pitman.
I see. Well, thank you for coming to our aid. Although, there is one thing I don't understand. Starskiff Haven is under lockdown. Since none of you are Xianzhou residents, may I ask how you came to be here? If you can't offer an explanation, I'm afraid these Cloud Knights will have to escort you out.
We called for port transfer and got no response, but then someone opened the Jade Gate for us. When we arrived, there was no one to be found, so we started to make our own way through.
How can that be? My ship was the last one into port before the Jade Gate was shut. The Skyfaring Commission has already locked down Starskiff Haven entirely.
We're telling the truth. You could verify it yourself by checking the access history of the Jade Gate. We found it strange ourselves when the gate opened, but no one came to greet us.
You're with the Astral Express.
You've heard of us?
Indeed I have. Oh, you've arrived at a bad time. The Xianzhou has suffered an incident. Whether you're here for leisure, treatment, or trade, I'm afraid you won't be able to go through with it. For your safety, you should hurry to Central Starskiff Haven and take refuge. I'll take you to Madame Yukong of the Skyfaring Commission and let her decide how to proceed.
We caught wind of the incident you mentioned. That's why we're here, Miss Tingyun. To help the Xianzhou seal the Stellaron.
Your actions have already revealed your kind hearts to me. Sadly, I can't make you any promises. You're outsiders, and only Madame Yukong has the authority to consider your offer. Oh, don't worry. Madame Yukong is kind-hearted too. Come on now, I'll lead the way.
Those monsters back there.
They were no monsters.
Oh, those were not to be confused with monsters, benefactors. We call them Mara-struck.
Oh, hasil perkelahian. Sini naik tangga. Naik tangga. Yeti.
Why have we stopped?
Don't worry, miss. I have a favor to ask, that's all.
Favor? Count me out. What if we do it wrong and you get your cloud cronies to throw us in jail?
I shouldn't have doubted you. Please accept my apologies. Our road ahead is barricaded. Do you see? The soldiers stationed here must have moved these into a roadblock.
Ngayon mana kalau kita dong sama. Aku yakin tuan yang pasti bisa.
What? Does he look like a crane to you?
I'd like to see us try. They're extremely heavy. Even with all of us, we wouldn't be able to move one. Not that I'm doubting your skill, but I'd feel terrible if you hurt yourself in the process. If I'm not mistaken, the containers in the Trove of Verdure can be moved around using a control panel. You've already put on quite the show. Do you think you'll be able to find and operate the control panel? Should be simple, right?
Udah kok, kenapa tidak kamu saja yang melakukannya?
Oh, I'm afraid I'm not built for hard labor.
She sure knows how to boss people around.
We just need to pass through here, take the barge to Starskiff Haven, and we'll be safe.
You know, you sound sweet enough, but you were talking about getting us escorted away by your Cloud Knights. If it weren't for Mr. Yang...
You misunderstand. If you were in my shoes right now, wouldn't you want to keep your guard up?
True. But we came here to trailblaze, not jailblaze.
More business, eh?
Time to twirl!
Step up, let's see ya!
Time to twirl!
Sure, I'll play. Spend freely.
Honor to me.
We're just having fun.
Time to twirl!
How you gonna win if you don't take any risks?
You mentioned the Stellaron.
You work for the Skyfaring Commission, so I assume you're aware of its destructive power.
Yes, I am. As an Amicassator, I've been to many planets and seen my fair share of Stellaron corrosion.
We're just having fun.
Time to twirl!
In the mood for another beating?
Time to twirl!
Hedge your bets. It's on me. As if victory were ever in doubt.
We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Time to twirl!
We're just having fun. Step up, let's see ya.
Spend freely. No dirty trick.
Time to twirl!
As if victory were ever in doubt. A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
In the mood for another beating?
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
What are you looking at? Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
Honored to meet Time to twirl!
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
Time to twirl! How am I gonna get that time back?
We're just having fun.
Time to twirl!
Step up, let's see ya.
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
What are you? Time to twirl!
More business, eh?
Time to twirl! Honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Sure, I'll play along. As if victory were ever in doubt.
Get ready, and watch your backs.
Leave it to me.
Good, the stronger the better.
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Time to twirl!
In the mood for another beating?
It's on me. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Time to twirl!
That's all you got? Secret of the safe!
Hedge your bets.
Oh, finally! Look how many tail hairs I lost on the way! Oh, my beautiful tail. We had a difficult start, but things got easier. Look, that's the barge I was talking about.
Ating punya lisensi untuk benda ini manual atau otomatis. Bagus, aku akan mengenawai niya.
Just sit back and relax. All Amicacitors know their way around the star skiff.
I was perfectly calm until she volunteered to help.
Please take your seats, everyone. We'll be off right away.
Nah, situ ya. Dah.